Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and we're going to talk about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. You already knew I was going to talk about it. You already know how I feel about Black Panther, and you already know I'm not going to be leading it on this trailer. So, if you think I'm going to be one of those people like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. No, no, no. It ain't gonna be that kind of. It ain't gonna be that kind of trailer. So if you're looking for somebody that's gonna react to it and be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing" and stuff like that, it ain't gonna be me. It is not going to be me. So let's watch, and I will probably break it down and everything while the video is being played at the same time. So there's gonna be stops and stuff like that. And note to self, free copyright. This I do not own Black Panther. I do not own Marvel. This is my reaction YouTube, and that is in free range for me to criticize and review it and upload it to my viewers to watch and get my opinion. So yes,
No cry.
no women don't cry.
No woman.
Look at that, the Mayan Aztec. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's on the nose with that one.
No cry. Healing, darling. Don't shed no tear.
Look at that. They celebrating T'Challa's death because that makes sense. I ain't never seen a franchise kill their character off 3 damn times. Hot dog. Third time's the last one, huh? But they was they white characters.
Good friends we are, and good friends we lost.
And another problem is that at this point it should have just been called Dora Milaje versus Atlantis, because it's not Black Panther. This story has absolutely nothing to do with Black Panther. Yes, it has something to do with the world, but if you guys remember, Marvel released a comic called The World of Wakanda. It didn't sell well because nobody cared about Wakanda like that. Yeah, it's nice to see Wakanda. Yes, it's nice to see some of Black Panther supporting characters, but nobody really cared much about it, like as if it needed to be a long running comic book series. It got canceled, like I think around issue number 12, I believe, because people weren't really all that interested in it. Because with the hype of the Black Panther, they were like, "Oh yeah, let's do it, let's go." And this is what this is going to be. This is what this is. It is basically, it's not even Black Panther. It is basically Wakanda Forever, but it should have been called Wakanda versus Atlantis, or Dora Milaje Wakanda Forever, something. But don't even call it Black Panther, because the Black Panther isn't even in here at all, except for that last scene and the picture of Chadwick Boseman as King T'Challa. But that ain't much or nothing, honestly, honest to God. And I'm really getting tired of this invasion of females in male dominated areas. I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody say, but when it comes to like comic books, geek culture kind of stuff, it's predominantly for men. And then I'm not saying that there aren't any female characters, but you wouldn't, if something was made and the target audience is mostly men, why would you change it up? It ain't nobody doing nothing. Like, for instance, if this was like Barbie or Victoria's Secret, we're not saying, oh, we need to make bras and panties and stuff like that for men. You get what I'm saying? You don't hear any men doing that kind of stuff or whatever, but yet here y'all come in something that's mainly for guys. I mean, yeah, it's originally for kids, but most kids who are reading it were boys, because boys like the action stuff. I'm sorry, I ain't really into this drama stuff. Yes, I like drama every once in a while, but that stuff is mostly targeted for females. And if you're not gonna do how Japan do it when they have their magical girl series, where yeah, they talk about romance, love, or whatever, but the girls also fight too. And if you're not gonna have them fighting or whatever. And what they're not doing, they're not replacing the male characters, and they're not making the male characters look stupid. Yeah, there are less males in the show or whatever, but they're not treated stupid, and then they're not treated as they're less than the woman, you know. But when Hollywood do it, they do it all the time, and it becomes a turnoff at this point, you know. Like leave the like we said, the whole point of Marvel, I mean Disney buying Marvel and Star Wars is because they needed more male centric things for boys, because there was always a criticism of, well, Disney is has a lot of movies and shows that are targeted to females and little girls, which there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to buy franchises that have a heavy male predominant audience, then you focus on your predominantly male audience. You don't just get rid of those male characters for female characters and then expect people to be like, yeah, that makes sense. Because the people that are cheering for this are not the ones that support you at the end of the day. They're the ones who will watch the movie one time and might buy some merchandise, but in the long run, they're not your long running customer. They're not. They're flaky. They're flaky. Because if that's the case, you know how everybody was like, "Oh, I love me Black Panther," because there's so many people. There's so many people right now trying to talk about, "Oh, I love Black Panther. Oh, he's my favorite," and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so why you haven't brought the comic books then? Hmm. Oh, oh, right. Why you dummies actually went over to Africa to go try to find where Wakanda is? Oh, okay, right. Why did you guys use Chadwick's death and made a golden sculpture of him and sold it as an NFT for the Oscars because you wanted him to be the front winner of the Oscars, and Hollywood knew that, and they still gave it to Anthony Hopkins, and made everyone who voted, I mean, who wanted Chadwick to win, look like a complete ass of themselves. Hmm. Hmm. Just be honest with yourself. You don't care about Black Panther. You cared about the actor. The actor is what really brought you in there, because if you really cared about Black Panther, you will understand that this character has 60 years of history. Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, and Jack Kirby didn't just sit there and just created a character that you can only use once and that was it. No, this character has lore and history, and it is unfair to fans of the Black Panther. I'm talking about true fans. I'm not talking about you MCU fans, and I'm not talking about people who are just casual of Black Panther. I'm talking about the fans of Black Panther who've been wanting to see this character on the big screen for a long time are getting robbed because some people can't control their emotions and can't separate an actor from the role, which that's understandable. But at the same time, life has to move on. You know what I mean? Because characters have been recast in the MCU before. This is a main character that has 60 years of history. You literally killed him 3 times. You killed him in his movie and you brought him back to life. Then you killed him off in Infinity War and then brought him back in Endgame. Now you're going to kill him off between Endgame and Wakanda Forever, and nobody knows anything about it. It wasn't brought up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier at all. Are you kidding me? As much as y'all tied Bucky to, you know, Wakanda, you mean tell me nothing was spoken? Nothing was spoken. Oh, okay. All right. Right. You see, that's what I'm saying. The continuity of the movies don't even make no damn logical sense when y'all can't even keep track of your own damn continuity. If T'Challa died, that is something big in the world of Marvel, that you just couldn't just wait until Black Panther Wakanda Forever for that to happen, especially when the Dora Milaje and some of Wakanda showed up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That should have been something that should have been spoke about. But hell, just like the snap, y'all just breeze past it and pretend like it's only going to be a big deal for this movie, and then after that, we're going to pretend like nothing happened. We're going to pretend like nothing happened. So again, what's the point of this movie? And I'm sorry, you don't kill off your main character and then use his supporting cast as the main characters. That's not how that works. And I know somebody's gonna be like, well, but Shuri, no, but Shuri in the comic books is completely different than Shuri in the MCU. The MCU Shuri has not trained herself to be a warrior, and she's not even old enough at that time neither. So the Shuri that you know is completely different than the Shuri in the comic books, and even then, that wasn't even long lived anyway. So no, there you can't throw that. Oh well, in the comic book, Shuri, yeah, and it didn't last that long. It didn't last that long, and then they had to bring back T'Challa because people didn't want to see Shuri as Black Panther. They didn't. You can't. It's the same thing with Captain America. People didn't want to see Bucky. They didn't want to see Falcon as Captain America. They wanted to see Steve Rogers. Sometimes you just can't change people's minds. And remember, these characters have 60 years of history on them. So to sit up there and try to replace the characters, it just doesn't work. Hell, y'all don't even talk about T'Challa's other two brothers, you know. So what about them? You know, where are they at? They ain't nowhere in here apparently, you know. So to even talk about, oh well, you know, what about Shuri? No, what about his other brothers? You know, what about his other brothers? He deserved he deserved we deserve to talk about the other brothers, don't we? But no, I guess those ain't important, right? You know what I mean? Because that's something that nobody needs to think about. He got Jakarka and he got Hunter, and you brought in Shuri, but you didn't bring in Jakara at all. Where is Jakara and where is Hunter at? What? Because Hunter's white, or because Shuri? Because you brought in Shuri, and Shuri is technically T'Challa's half sister, and Jakara is also his half sibling too. So again, why are we not? Why did we ignore Jakarka and Hunter? You know? Oh yeah, but we ain't willing to talk about that kind of stuff. But I forgot because Chikaka became a villain. Yep. Chikaka became a villain, and you can't have that, or you know what I mean? Like you can't change that. I'm sorry. Um you can't have that, which actually that could have been a cool villain too, because both of T'Challa's brothers are kind of like enemies towards him, you know. Jakara became a villain from the Hyena clan that wants to overrule T'Challa's rule, and then you also have Hunter, who is White Wolf, who he loves his brother, he loves his family, but Wakanda kind of feel like he doesn't deserve to be king because he's white, and that's weird. But he does love Wakanda, and he will protect Wakanda no matter what he has to do, and no matter what devious things he has to do, he will protect Wakanda. So you could have easily did something with that if you wanted to. And then I believe I also believe, I think in the 616, no, yeah, the 616, I believe. No, 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 not 616, but 1610. 1610, they also, I think he also has another brother, I believe. What's the name of the brother again? Hold on, let me look it up right quick for you guys, because I know he has a brother in this one. Oh, Mubaku. Never mind. That ain't the one. That Mubaka is completely different. That Mubaka is not the Mubaka that you guys are thinking of too. Because I know some of y'all was like, well, what about Mubaka? Never mind. We can't use that brother. We can't use that brother. But yeah, I just, God, it frustrates me to no end, because I know everybody want to be like, oh my God, this is so beautiful or whatever. No, it's not, because y'all been milking this man's death for a long time. If you haven't got over the fact that the actor has died at this point, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all been milking his death forever at this point, Honestly, y'all really have, and I'm getting about damn tired of it. I really am. There's only so much I can understand, I can relate, and I do feel sad for the actor, but y'all been milking it since 2020. To be honest, it's 2022. We're done. We're done. I know some people think that's too soon or whatever, but no, we had a whole year. We had a whole year. We had a lot of tribute pieces to him. We had a lot of tribute TV specials and everything. So I think I think it is fair to say it's time to move the hell on. It really is. It really is. Now, the only way this could have worked if, Chadwick was filming the movie and he finished up his scenes for the second movie, which y'all actually should have went ahead and ran with it, because when Black Panther came out, y'all should have been running towards doing the sequel at the same time while you was doing Infinity War and Endgame. Y'all set on that momentum. And what I would have did is, while we were doing that, we would have also been, while we were filming those other two movies, we would have also been filming Black Panther 2. So that way, when Black Panther 2 came out and Chadwick had sadly passed away, at least you would have had another movie with T'Challa in there or whatever. And then when the third movie came, then maybe you could have did the whole death or whatever and stuff like that, because it could have made some kind of sense or whatever. But that's just me kind of like trying to make it work. But like I always said before, in the 1610 universe, T'Challa was kidnapped, experimented on, lost his ability to speak, and he's Black Panther. What I'm saying is, you can always go that route where instead of killing him off, he could have went missing. And what could have happened is, while they're doing their fighting with Namor, while Dora Milaje, Wakandans are fighting the Atlanteans, Riri Williams and Shuri figured out what happened to T'Challa. He's been experimented on. Um and who I don't know, I can't think of a villain right now. I'm drawing a blank. That villain right there is using the momentum of setting up the Wakandans that falsified an attack on the Atlanteans, which caused the Atlanteans to go to war with Wakanda, because he wanted to get some of the vibranium and some of whatever the Atlanteans had, but knew that the Black Panther was going to be onto him. So he set up some kind of explosion or whatever, something like that, that incapacitated T'Challa. Didn't kill him, but incapacitated him, and then he was able to experiment on him. So when he comes out, T'Challa will have a new face and a new, not being able to speak anymore, but he'll have a new actor playing him, if that makes sense. But it's still the king. So you can have his sister or Queen Mother speak for him from now on, but he'll just have a different face, if that makes sense. That would have worked for it, because then you could have still had him as Black Panther. And if you didn't want to show his face, you could have only let us see him from the shoulder up or whatever, and then let him speak. However you wanted to do it, but you should have still kept Black Panther T'Challa himself. There are storylines that you could have did too, But hey, it is what it is. I mean, I can't. I'm giving y'all ideas, and clearly y'all don't care about Black Panther. The fanboys don't care about Black Panther. So what's the point? But let's continue. Let's watch this.
Along the way, in this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears and say,
I mean, this is when I tell you this is doing too much. This is doing too much. You ever heard of that thing? Keep it simple, stupid. I know y'all seen the Atlanteans are not that overly complicated. They are blue with a little bit of armor on them. That is it. That is it. And they wear bikinis, basically. That's really about it. I don't understand why they decided to, hey, let's make them Mayan Latinos, but sure, whatever. Look, Riri Williams there for no damn reason at all. When her ass should have been over in Jersey City. That's where she's from. Just because her daddy is Wakandan, which we don't find out until later on, she's just here for no damn absolute reason. Her entire family is gone, and she is the queen of the most powerfulest nation in the world. Oh Lord, please don't say nothing like that because you already know how on the nose that kind of is. Because if you were, there would be nonstop war. But the fact that at the end of Endgame we saw him with his mother and sister, and now he's dead, makes absolutely no kind of logical sense. It really doesn't. From a story perspective, it makes no damn sense to kill off the main character off screen. I'm sorry, y'all should have swallowed the pill and just recast. I honestly, to God, I'm at this point where I don't care about y'all feelings about the actor dying or anything. I really don't, because what you're doing right now is so disrespectful to the character of T'Challa. Yes, honor Chadwick, and I think we did a good job of honoring him. But I'm talking about T'Challa himself, the character that has 60 years of history, the character that was created before Chadwick was even thought about, the character that has history, the first ever black superhero in the Marvel universe. He finally gets a movie, and because the actor died, now y'all want to shelf him. Make that shit make sense. Because if it was one of your white characters, y'all would recast in a heartbeat. And don't sit up there and say you won't, because you would. You would. You definitely would. Don't give me that nonsense. They are trying to play with the emotions of the loss of Chadwick, because everybody act like superhero characters ain't been recast before. But for some reason, because Chadwick, he had cancer and he was still being Black Panther, and he was still doing movies and stuff like that. Okay, that's great. That, more power to him. I respect that. I really do. I think that is freaking amazing. I think that's phenomenal. But this is Black Panther's first time being portrayed live screen. I mean, on live action wise, which means that that's not fair that another actor can't step in the role and do something with the character. Because yeah, Chadwick was good, but what if the next actor might be better? Are we afraid of that? Is that erasing Chadwick's legacy? No, his legacy is already submit there, but y'all gotta move on. You have to move on. Y'all got to move on. I don't care what nobody say. I know it hurts at the end of the day, and it's tough, but you have to move on. You can't keep holding that in, you know? And again, it's not fair to Black Panther fans, the actual fans of the character who've been wanting this character on the big screen for a long time. And it's not fair to the little boys who look up to Black Panther and seeing a man getting killed off screen and then being replaced with nothing but a bunch of women. Again, you're showing how unimportant men are to this thing. Come on now. You're killing a black king off because y'all don't want to recast, but you want to push all of the female supporting characters that are not that. Yes, they're played by powerful women. That is great, but they're not the main characters. That's not why people read Black Panther to begin with, you know? So stop it. Stop it. Whoa, holy shit. Look at the Atlanteans. They look like rejects from Avatar 2. Like, holy crap. The Atlanteans are blue, but this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This looks like a whole joke. Look at that. Ironheart. Woo, look at that. See, look at him. Look like rejected things. And look, it's so much bull crap on him. Look, like you got this going on. You got the ears. You got all of the bracelets. That's not, keep it simple, stupid. Like the Atlanteans have simple costuming. What is all of that on for? Wait, hold on. Does he has the pointy ears? Okay, he got pointy ears, but I mean, again, why should I even care about this movie? Because if you guys can't care about Black Panther, why should I care about Black Panther? This just is not interesting at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ, just recast. You had time. You already had pushed the movie back anyway. All you had to do was swallow the pride, get over y'all emotions over losing the actor, and had recast the actor and continue on telling T'Challa's story. That's what people watch Black Panther for. That is why people have watched Iron Man. That's what people watch Captain America for. They don't watch these movies to see replacements of those characters. You will never see people watch a Batman Superman movie with replacements. That's why Batgirl is going to fail. That is why Supergirl is going to fail, because you're trying to take these female characters and trying to replace them. You're trying to take them and replace them for the men characters because you don't want to show the men no more because women are better than men nonsense. It does not work. And it's the same thing with certain mantles. It does not work. Yes, there has been other people who has been Black Panther besides T'Challa. That is true. But for the most part, most of the storylines revolve around T'Challa, not anyone else. Not even Shuri, not even Casper Cole, and not even Hunter. It revolves mostly around T'Challa, and that's who you should have been focusing on because you never set it up. You can't kill a character off 3 times. You killed him off in this movie the first time, and he was brought back to life in the same movie. Then you kill him off in Infinity War and bring him back in Endgame, and then you kill him off screen between the events of Endgame and Wakanda Forever. Make it make sense, because at this point, why is this movie existing then? If T'Challa is dead, then why should I care about Wakanda? Because he's not going to be on the Avengers. The only way this works, y'all better show me a Black Panther. And I'm talking about a T'Challa, an actor who is playing Black Panther. You better show me something. I don't care about seeing a suit, because damn the suit. I want to see the actual King T'Challa playing Black Panther. But see, y'all want to go the dumb route. So why should I care if you don't care? Because you can sit up here all day, damn day, and say that you care. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because what's that old saying in Showtimes? The show must go on. Okay, the show must go on. And then I know some people try to tell me they compared it to, Fast and Furious with Brian Paul Walker's character. But y'all have to remember, Paul Walker was cast, and Brian was created around that character. T'Challa was created 60 years ago. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, or Steve Ditko. I'm just gonna put all three of them because sometimes I get confused on which characters were created by them three. They didn't create the character around Chadwick. They didn't. They didn't. Y'all cast him, and that's great. But the character was already something for about 40 to 50 years time tops. You get what I'm saying? So you can't use that same analogy. Even the guy who played Spartacus, I forgot the name of the actor, he had cancer too. He played in the first season, and then he got cancer, and then they put the show on hiatus because they thought that he'll be able to beat it and then move on or whatever, but he sadly lost his life to the cancer. So what they did is they recasted the main character, and they honored him in the first episode, and then they went on from there, and then the show lasted for some more seasons or something like that. You have to do the same thing with Black Panther. Yeah, it's going to be sad, it's going to hurt, but you have to understand that this character has to go on without the actor, because the actor is not the character. The character is the character. That's all I'm saying. Look, somebody got a new Black Panther costume. That's about all we got. So, unless they're now this could work. This could possibly work only if we come to find out that T'Challa really didn't die. This is the only way this is going to work, because if it ain't that, again, this ain't gonna work for me, because Black Panther Wakanda Forever needs to be showing Black Panther and Namor. That's what I need to see mostly. I don't need to see nothing else from nothing else. I need to see Black Panther himself. And I know some people was like, that might give. I don't honestly. I don't give a damn if it gives away the movie. I need to know that when I walk into Black Panther Wakanda Forever, that I'm getting a movie about Black Panther versus Namor. If I ain't getting that, then I don't need to see it. And if you're going to keep it hidden into the last minute, then again, I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. People can go and see it if they want to. I could care less. I haven't really seen a lot of Marvel stuff since Endgame, honestly. So I'm fine with not seeing it. It ain't gonna be the end of me, or I need to know it, if it happens, it happens, because there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna talk about it. There's always gonna be somebody talk about it, but if you're not gonna give me the respect of as a fan of Black Panther and recast him, then why should I give you the respect of giving you the money and trying to justify these dumbass changes? Because at the end of the day, like I said in my tweets and in my post on Instagram, screw you Marvel, screw you Ryan Coogler, screw you Black Panther cast, screw everyone involved, because y'all could have easily just solved this simple problem by just recasting him. And that's all I got to say about the situation. But this is the trailer. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is coming in November. It's coming in November, and I honestly don't have any feelings for it. I can't get hyped for it, because everything doesn't look good. Nothing looks good to me. Everything looks kind of stupid. Hopefully the special effects will be better. Definitely, but the Atlanteans look like a reject version of the avatars from Jane Cameron movie. Refuse to be stupid by not recasting T'Challa and focusing on the female supporting characters instead of the actual king of Wakanda. It's just kind of like, whatever. Who cares? So it is what it is. Honestly, I mean, I'm sorry, that's all I got for you guys, but I can't give the amount of caring if Marvel don't. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. Uh oh.